Ready to go in Philadelphia. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 19. Throwing right away is Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Daniels looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's Daniels. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll try to pick it up himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
180, 180. Hey, alpha, alpha. Go silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Eagles hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
No touch that. And anyway, crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni. No touch that. Yanni, Yanni. Crowd love Yanni.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw is Daniels. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He's got his receiver, Lane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. A little juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and goal, Washington.
Let's go now.
To the air goes Daniels. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Daniel's going to keep it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action. Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Hit the street! Hit the street!
First down,
19 tight! Cougar 19! Cut up!
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Okay.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Come on, come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
Now Daniels. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Second Pirates.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Washington Commanders first down.
Warriors 70.
First and goal at the 5-yard.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we you see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go Silver. 73. 73. Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 58 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, go.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 46-yard line.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Hey, Silver. Crowd left, Yeti.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Hey, let's go. 63.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Don't touch that. Man. Don't touch.
Throwing is Hurts. He finds Parker.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Go
First
Silver, ready?
down.
No touch that.
First and 10 at the 50.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
Great, set. Crowd up, Yeti. No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
King.
At the 34-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on. Hey.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught, it's Lane with it.
I'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up second down.
Here's Daniels. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Daniels looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Got a man here, it's Wilson.
Look at the big fella go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. He's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Washington going to send out their punter.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
No touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
63, 63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Punt formation for the Eagles.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Here's Lane.
Three-quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Bigsby. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
32-yard line.
3rd and 3.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
It's complete to Parker, left side. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2nd down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Daniels. Short throw caught by Pitts. And shutting it off now open field. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Pass caught by Burden. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Pass the 60, pass the 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. That's caught. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.